Hi, everyone.
Oh my goodness.
All
Oh my
right,
god, I'm
so
missing an action.
you're missing an action? What?
No, the
Oh,
MIA for Fu.
yeah, he is missing for this session. He will be back. He was not able to join us this time though. So, um, all right. Let's see here. Yeah, just some housekeeping things. Fu is not able to join us this time around, but we have the lovely and beautiful Shipwreck Shark with us.
Oh, thank you.
And hopefully she will be a permanent member of this adventuring party. So, hi, Shipwreck.
Hey.
And of course, we have that gay ginger as DM again, returning. And we have, I don't know, some tiefling bard or some shit.
Fuck you.
Oh, I'm just kidding, May. You know I love you, man. Yeah, we have Mesoa returning. So, all right. I think that was all the out of character housekeeping stuff I wanted to get out of the way. So
Fantastic. So, elf exotic dancer. Oh my
You
goodness.
caught me, Dim. You caught me.
Okay, so one thing that I always do on the second session and beyond is I roll a dice and I decide who relates what happened the previous time, right? But you
alright.
have to do it from the viewpoint of your character.
I like that. That's pretty cool. Alright.
Okay.
Well,
So
only two of us are eligible though.
correct, and I've already done the roll. And May, you have the esteemed pleasure of explaining to the stream what happened last time. Last time on whatever this is called. P.S. You guys need an inventory party name.
Oh god.
From the viewpoint of your character, though.
From the viewpoint of my character. So we were adventuring through the greens, and suddenly we noticed that in the distance there was a dragon attacking a village. We entered the village hoping to rescue people, and came across a warrior lady who was injured, and we ended up fighting a bunch of kobolds. During our tussle, I accidentally gave my rapier to a kobold. After defeating the party, we found out that she was not only wounded, but she also had a family with her. So we decided that through our combined efforts, we would make our way to the keep. During this time, we had a slight disagreement. Many racial comments were said, and we took a shortcut up a hill to the keep, where we've now been directed to speak with someone whose name I've forgotten.
Governor
That
something or other.
name would be Governor Nighthill.
Governor
Governor
Nighthawk.
Nightcock. Got it.
All right. So very good, very good. I really think that the whole handing over your rapier to a kobold was understated. You gave your weapon away. like gone.
He thought he was fucking Oprah. You get a weapon, and you get a weapon. Everybody gets a weapon.
Except for me.
You
You know what really happened is he just figured that the kobold had a better chance of hitting something than him.
It's true.
Right.
It's true.
All right. So inside the keep, right? So as soon as you got rushed in, the wooden gates got slammed down behind you to keep out the invaders. There are families everywhere. There are children crying. There's the smell of sweat and fear, and male undergarments. It's not a pretty sight at all. This is definitely not the peaceful town that you thought you were going to visit. Oh, Tailuin, we're just gonna go ahead, move you over here, and send you into the abyss. Just kidding. Maybe. Just a second, guys.
That's so harsh. He misses one game and you already send him into the dark abyss.
We're just gonna boop, gone.
Oh my god, you poofed him out of existence. No,
His
Phil.
existence, it doesn't matter.
Goodbye. Oh wait, hang on. We can we gotta make that a little more magical. Bam. Okay, cool. That helped. I believe that he did know that. In fact, know the risks. Okay. So we're going to go on. So the you two get separated from the your third traveling companion, right? And before you have a chance to find him again, some guards had come up to you and been like, "Please come with us. You need to speak with Governor Nighthill. We could use your help."
You come with them. Well then, I mean, it's very forward, but and if they insist. Yeah, no. Okay, yeah. All right, let's go.
All right, yeah. So they beckon you and they take you further inside the keep. It's a very modest keep. It's pretty much a circular tower surrounded by some stone walls. There's some parapets around. So you go up to a waiting room, and in there, already seated, is a elven woman clad in leather. Would you like to describe yourself, Crystal Embers? What are you wearing?
I have long curly black hair. All of my armor is like all black.
Anyone who is familiar with elves or speaks Elven would know her to look as a wood elf should. So that's that. Okay, so the guards that bring the two of you in say, "Be comfortable. Governor Nighthill will be right back. He's seen to some of the townspeople, but he does want to speak with you all. He has some ideas of how the three of you can help."
The three of us. Interesting. Okay.
So they bow and exit stage left.
All right. I turn to Ophala. Ophala, I think I owe you an apology. I said some things in the heat of battle I probably might not have meant. And I think I unfairly judged you based on what I had heard about your race. And I was clearly wrong. I heard you trying to save me as I was going down in battle. So I do appreciate that. And I'm sorry for the things I said.
I completely accept your apology, but to be honest, it's nothing less than I would expect from a half elf, to be honest.
My character is laughing as well. My character, it's a half laugh. Like I think that he's joking, but I'm not sure. And exactly. I notice the elf dressed in clad in all black leather armor, and well, hello there. Who might you be?
Well, I'm Crystal.
Okay. My name is Lafyr, and this is my traveling companion Ophala.
Hi there.
So
I'm not very good at meeting people.
that's understandable. Neither am I. I'm actually more of a loner myself. I spent a lot of my childhood out in the woods, almost alone. I don't do well with interaction with others, so I understand.
See, I love people, but people just don't love me.
Yeah, that's tragic. Were you waiting for the governor as well, Crystal?
Yes.
Yeah. Wonder how long these guards are gonna make us wait. Oh, that reminds me. Ophala, I have something that you're probably, I don't know, you might want. I picked it up off of the kobolds while we were out there battling. I have a scimitar, and I have 2 gold. I thought we would try to split it 3 ways, but since Tailuin isn't around, I guess we can each hold on to his portion and maybe forget to tell them that we're holding on to it when he returns.
Oh, it could just
Wow.
magically disappear.
Well then.
What?
No, of course I'm joking, but seriously, I don't want to hold on to this for too long. I might forget that I owe it to you. So, I'm gonna give you one of the scimitars and the gold piece I'm holding.
Okay. As you all make the exchange, the doors fling open and a stout, round man bustles in, sweat dripping down from his forehead. He looks very distracted. He stops and pulls out a handkerchief and pats the beading sweat on his brow. And then furrows the very same brow as if he couldn't quite remember why he came into this room to start. And then his eyes fall on the 3 of you. Yes. Forgive me for the wait. I'm Governor Nighthill. And you 3 are the ones they chose? His voice kind of trails off as he looks each of you up and down in turn. Well, I suppose that beggars can't be choosers.
I don't know anything about being chosen. We kind of stumbled across the town as you were being attacked, and we made our way to the keep with some civilians when we realized what was happening. And so here we are.
Well,
I suppose your guards did single us out.
I mean, we can always, take our help elsewhere. You seem to do a grand job as it is.
Doesn't seem like you guys really need us.
No, I meant no offense. It's just, well, I guess that the fact that you made it to the keep in one piece during this whole cacophony is proof enough of your skill. Would you please help us drive back these invaders?
Of course. Yeah, what can you tell us about these invaders? When did the attack start? Do you know? Have you been able to tell if the kobolds are working with the dragon, or is this just a crazy
It all
coincidence?
happened at once several hours ago. It's hard to say the motive. All we know, it was a peaceful day, and then all hell broke loose.
Yeah, I'm not one to believe in coincidences. So, if I had to guess, I would say that the kobolds are somehow related to the dragon attack. We also saw some shady individuals working with the kobolds. Were you aware of that? Humans, even.
Yes. He informs you that the raiders have isolated the keep from the town, and now it's got the keep has encircling groups of guards of the raiders, but they haven't organized an attack yet on the keep actual.
You believe they're laying a siege?
He says that he thinks the real danger is to the town. He says that he doesn't think that the raiders intend to attack the keep, and that they seem interested only in loot. The real danger is to the town and to those people who didn't make it to the keep before it was cut off. Nightwolf wants you all to slip back into the town and help people who are cut off or harass the raiders. He says if you're quiet enough, you might be able to get in and out of the keep without drawing anyone's attention.
I understand. You have to understand that it was a long road for us to get here, and we battled tooth and nail to get to the keep, and we're running low on supplies. Does the fort have any sort of provisioner? Any sort of provisions that we could take from?
Unfortunately, we are very strapped for supplies, especially with how many people we're currently refugeeing here. There's not really a lot to give at the moment.
But surely you can spare something, even if it's just a couple of healing potions. I mean, we are going out to risk our neck. Having some kind of insurance would help us get more people back to the keep.
Make a diplomacy check. That would be for May.
Maybe if you sing to him nicely enough.
Would that be persuasion? Because there's no...
Or persuasion, yes, that would work. Sorry, Pathfinder.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks for a moment, and it's like, I'm really sorry. I don't believe I have anything to spare, and there are people who are very wounded, who need the care more urgently. But I promise you a fitting reward and rest once this is all taken care of.
All right. I mean, sounds like an adventure. It's what we adventurers do. So, also, I don't think I would be able to sleep at night knowing that there's people burning alive outside these walls. So, yeah, I think we should go out there and form a rescue party.
Maybe we should ask that. Oh, fuck, I forgot her name. That woman who joined us. I forgot her name.
Crystal. She introduced herself.
No. The one who helped us.
Oh, Lennon?
Lennon. We should maybe ask Lennon if she can lend us a hand.
She was rather a badass, wasn't she? I don't know if she's gonna want to stay away from her family, though. She seemed like the only reason why she was fighting was for her family. But it can't hurt to ask, I suppose. If we're even gonna be able to find her, that is. It is kind of crazy in here. There's people all over the place. How about since how about all right? I'll ask the governor to excuse me a moment. Ophala, would you care to continue on the conversation with the governor? I'm gonna go see if I can find Linonin and speak to her.
Yeah, sure. Is there anything else you can tell us? It seems quite, what's the word? Unusual that they seem to be avoiding the keep. I mean, you say they're mainly looking for valuables outside the keep.
Correct.
But wouldn't most of the profit be actually laying siege to the keep itself, where most of the gems and such would be?
Well, you have to think how many people live out in Greenest, though. He speaks like, and right now, with everyone away from their homes or in terror or being hurt, that's ripe for the picking. Why have one pot when you can have many kettles?
Right,
He seems pretty pleased with that analogy.
Is there any particular areas where we should focus? I mean, obviously, we can only help X amount of the town before things get too dire. What should we prioritize?
Well, one thing that I would like is to get some prisoners. I'd give anything to know what we're up against and why. For that, we need prisoners. A commander, even a low-ranking one, would probably be best. Earlier, we did see some people, some of the raiders moving towards the mill as well. It's about 500 feet from the keep.
Crystal, did you see anything on your journey here?
I haven't seen anything on my journey.
Actually, you did see something that comes to mind. You did see people heading towards a nearby temple as well, and seeming to be barricading themselves in. You can relay that information.
I'm sorry, I kind of missed my mind because I'm not very good at people. I did see people going towards the temple.
I think we've got all the information that we can get at this current moment in time. Maybe we should go find Laren? Laren?
Lennon?
Lennon, that's it.
All right. I can.
Did I make a
allow-
roll to see if I had found her?
Yeah, give me just a second. Governor Nighthill wishes you all farewell and best of luck. Please don't die. It's better to come back in one piece than to make a martyr of yourself. He does mention that he thinks there was a old tunnel around here somewhere that was built in case of a siege, but it's never had to been used. So who knows? He says the person to ask would be the chief of the guard, Escobert.
Where can we find Escobert?
That is a fantastic question. Probably out helping with the villagers inside the keep.
Crystal, would you like to accompany me to finding Escobert?
Sure, I'll come with you.
All right, so you depart. All right. Let's switch on over to Dagon.
Yep.
Dagon, you have entered the courtyard again, and you are looking around. And you reach the Sallyport.
Okay.
All right. Now, the Sallyport was built as a means of defense against individuals that are trying to make a battering ram, right? So they're going to. You would typically go in and you would fight them off from that area, and then everyone's safe and happy. Make a perception check, please.
All right.
You hear a creak and a crack. And you look over at the Sallyport just in time to see some raiders pushing it up and flooding through.
Oh. Okay.
And the Ophala and Crystal, you managed to come back just in time. So what are you doing as they're trying to push open the Sallyport?
So let me try to understand better what this is. So the Sallyport is what? It's like
so
obviously it's a way in from outside,
is a system
but
of two doors.
okay.
Right? That
Yeah.
open and close. If one's open, the other one's closed.
Right.
Right. So the front one was closed, and they just forced it open. And shoved
Okay.
through.
And what does it look like is coming through? Kobolds? Oh my.
Yeah.
All right. I turn around. I turn my head. I shout back at Ophala, call for the guards. They're getting through. And I look over at Crystal. I say, see if you can find something to block them from opening the portal. And I draw my weapon.
So I'm gonna need everyone to roll initiative, please.
All right, we're getting right into it, aren't we? Damn, that nice initiative roll. Ansel says push Crystal through the door first. She has all her hit points.
What am I being sacrificed for?
No, we're not gonna do that to her. She is new. New meat.
I mean, we could just, leave.
I'm the only female in this room.
It's totally a sexist thing.
I'm the only one that could be attacked.
I mean, my character's female, so.
It's true, Ophala is female. Ophala has a vagina. Toss a few orphan children off the wall to distract the enemy. I like the way Hansel thinks. I want to do a D&D playthrough with Hansel at some point.
Yeah. Where's those 3 children? Food they're gonna make.
Yeah, right. Oh god. I think Lennon would be rather upset if we did that, and I don't want to mess with her. She's a badass.
Great. Okay, so first up is Lafyr. What's going on, dude? What you doing?
Have any of them actually made it through the door?
So they're about to step through. They've got it open enough that two of them can fit through at the same time, or one of those really large armored drake behind them.
Oh, is that a drake? Is that what that is?
Yes.
Oh God. All right. I'm going to do probably what I always do, and I'm going to cast some poison spray out here. I'm gonna need to move closer towards the door though, so I'm gonna get a little bit closer to the door here.
Okay.
And I reach out my hand, and the noxious fumes spew forth at. How do I show you what I'm pointing at? Is there like a? I saw like there was a pulse thing that you did.
If you like double click on the
well, maybe I have to do a double click here. Hold on. No, I'm double clicking, but nothing seems to be happening.
The kobold that's like right in front.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Easy day. Okay.
Still, I'd like to know how to do that though. It's weird that it wouldn't let me.
I don't do player side very often.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So that's a Constitution save. So this kobold actually dodges right by him. He seemed he was ready for someone to come rushing up and fart in his face with their hand. He's been waiting for this moment his whole life. So that is a miss, unfortunately.
I turn back to Ophala and I yell out, "You did call for the guards, didn't you?" And that's the end of my turn, I think.
Alrighty. So one of the robed men rushes up behind the kobold and looks like he's anxious to get through to start chopping at you. And then that ends his turn. Crystal. Shipwreck, just so you know, on the left there is a little ruler, and that ruler will allow you to see the distance between 2 points, because you can move up to 35 feet.
Okay,
you can move 35 feet?
Yeah, because I'm a wood elf, you can.
Oh, nice.
So I can go up to like right there.
Yep.
I pull up a side Dagon, and I attack with fairy fire.
Okay, on which one? The one that he was also.
The dragon, Drake. Sorry, Drake.
So a bunch of very pretty lights appear. Both of the kobolds kind of dodge them and kind of like wave them away, and it doesn't seem to stick to them. However, the cultists weren't so fast, and the shimmering lights stick to them, and each one seems to be outlined in light. But they both shed that dim light. Okay, so anyone who attacks against those two individuals will have advantage. So you'll take the higher of the two rolls. So both of those are now glowing. There you go.
I like to light things up and make them look pretty as they die.
I already like this lady.
All right. Well, I can tell you someone who doesn't like that lady.
Uh-oh.
It's this other cultist. He like tries to shake off the light and try to brush it off, to no avail. And he just kind of growls and kind of pushes forward closer to the sally port, trying to push the kobolds out of the way. You guys hear a roar from the behind him. Ophala, it's your time to shine.
Can I go and run for reinforcements?
Make a perception check. So you've actually noticed that it seems the guards are preoccupied fending away some of the guards that were circling the keep. It's as if the guards are trying to distract away from the sally port, but it's clear that if the guards of the keep were to like disperse to help you guys, the the raiders would get in another way.
The guards were trying to distract away from the.
Okay, so there are raiders that are circling the keep, right?
Oh, and they're trying to distract.
Yeah,
Okay,
they're
I
putting
see.
pressure elsewhere so that
I
these guys
gotcha.
can get in.
Understood. All right.
Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move here. Okay.
If you need to, you can cozy up really close to me.
I would.
Looks like
but,
we're
you know.
having an orgy up here.
It's very kinky. There's lizard people and everything.
Okay, so I
All
want
inclusive.
to cast a spell on the kobold that's directly in front of us.
Okay. Do you want to sing us a little song for your charm?
Hang on a minute, that was not in the text.
It actually does have a verbal component. Come on, you
Just
got-
dance, gonna be okay. Just dance. Spin that record, babe. Just dance.
All right. So the kobold starts nodding its head and starts tapping its foot. It seems to be like, okay, all right, and it seems to have worked. So the kobold actually starts dancing, right? Which is a little problematic for the other kobold that's standing right next to it. Just as like a general, hey, maybe this wasn't the best of ideas. And it's still got its dagger in its hand. Like it starts dancing, and it's not paying attention, and its dagger actually enters the neck of the kobold next to it, severing an artery, and it goes down gurgling.
Wow.
One of the other kobolds in the back says something, and does anyone speak Draconic?
I do not.
Okay, so it just sounds like a little roar, and it rushes past one of the cultists and gets about right there. All right, pretty much same fare from this other one, except Lafyr, it's your favorite time of day.
Great.
As
Which is
a rock heads towards your head. What's your AC?
My AC is 13.
Okay.
Yeah, 13.
So the rock hits you square on the head for 6 damage.
Okay.
Gonna...
Just a concussion. No biggie.
Just a flesh wound.
Literally, my flesh is hanging off my skull.
Oh, a rock concert. Oh, that's great.
I love it, Hansel. It's great.
That's fantastic. Lafyr, it is your turn.
Okay. So I see these stairs up here leading to the, I forget what you call it, but it's the where you can look over the fort wall.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take advantage of that. I'm gonna come up here to about right there until the spell ends, or until you. Wow. So this kobold over here is our bitch for a little while, huh? I love it. Way to go, Ophala. All right. All right. So I'm not going to attack that one then. And these guys are kind of actually far away, but I don't want to rush out because I see a giant creature back there that I don't really want to fuck with. So I'm going to stay safely up here, out of the range. And I think I'm going to throw a dart at this other non-charmed kobold that's closest to me.
Okay. All right. So your dart is going to hit the ground next to its feet.
Okay.
And it kind of like snarls up at you. One of the cultists now rushes in, all aglow.
Hey, how is the door still open though?
It is still open. They pushed it open.
Oh,
It wasn't
okay,
being
so
held
it
open.
didn't fall. Oh, okay.
Right. So so he rushes in, and Crystal Embers, he tries to introduce you to the tip of his scimitar.
I thought that was going to go elsewhere.
Just the tip.
What is your... Okay, no, that's going to miss. So he does miss as you nimbly dart away. Alrighty. And it's your go, actually. At least you just didn't give it the darts. Accurate.
Okay, so I make my way
Downtown.
just a little bit at the gate. That's out the gate, right?
Yes.
Okay. I make my way just a little bit out the gate.
Okay. Just so you know, if you try to shift by him like that, he's gonna get a swing on you. It's called an attack of opportunity.
I thought the Drake was charmed to the right, the one to the right.
Oh no, there's a guy who's like right in front of you, who just tried to
the
hit
one that
you.
tried to attack me.
Yes. So if you try to scoot past him, he's gonna get one free attack on you. It may miss, so I mean you always have that possibility.
So I can stay put and still attack him.
Yes. So you do miss, as he darts the exact same way that you darted. It's very, very strange. It's, yeah, it's not fun. Yeah, so you can shift away up to 5 feet without provoking an attack of opportunity. Another cultist rushes up. Close to the door, is not able to get through yet. And because this is apparently just the ambush Drake moves up as well. And Ophala, it's time to do something.
I will attack the cultist in front of me. Try to save Shipwreck a bit. Or in this case, Crystal Embers.
Aww.
Okay.
This is why I give him a weapon again.
And you hit. So go ahead and roll damage for that. Okay, so you deal 4 damage to it. So you do manage to stick him pretty good, but he is still standing, if not a little aggravated. And your kobold friend continues to dance. He's a dancing fool. It's very much about this life. He slashes up at the other cultist and puts a pretty heavy gash into his side. This other kobold has decided that this enough is enough is enough is enough. His back to stab at this traitorous dancing fool. Stabs the dancing kobold in the back several times. And the last words out of the charmed kobold's mouth were, "Don't poke my face." Strangely uncommon, which was very different. It's a Lady Gaga joke. You all can laugh at.
I wonder where he picked that up from.
All right.
I have no clue.
Are you really drinking mead, May?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Apparently, Shark is
jealous.
not leaving. She's grabbing water. Kobold, that's gonna try to get a little. And fires off another rock. This time at the singing horned one.
Wow. Singing Holland one.
And it's gonna miss. With that, Lafyr, we're back up at the
Yeah,
start of the...
Whoa, I wasn't down that far. Here, let me grab I'm gonna grab myself.
Oh,
Cap
of course you are.
Right.
Describe your grabbing of yourself to us.
All right, I peer over the edge of the portcullis, and I see this guy right here, looking flaming, and with the lights, the pretty rainbow lights. And I'm going to cast poison spray at him.
Unfortunately, You seem like you feel like you're too high up for that to work, as the cultist kind of ducks down and avoids it with great ease.
15 feet?
Just saying. He
Oh
won't
wait,
really
okay. But if I cast it again, I might hit him. You're not saying that it's
Maybe.
impossible for me to hit.
Yeah, I'm giving you flavor. I would have told you
Yeah.
if you were out of range.
Okay, alright, thank you.
I've been like, no, you
Alright.
can't use that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Crystal, your sparring match here, your scimitar wielding buddy, continues his dance with you and hits you, slices at your rib cage and deals 5 damage to you.
Okay, so I just took 5 damage, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I do what elves do best, and I take out my short bow.
Okay. Just so you know, taking out your weapon is a full round action.
Okay.
Or not a full round action, but a standard action. So, like, if you take it out, you won't be able to attack with it this turn. Okay. And you're also will have to put these guys at distance to be able to use it properly.
So then, can I actually go into my panther mode at this point?
Absolutely. Go ahead and do your panther thing. Your hair shifts. Your leather seems to convalesce into one larger piece as you drop down to all fours, and you are now a quite large Black Panther. Wakanda forever.
With bright green eyes. Oh my god.
Black Panther or Latina Panther?
Both. I'm both.
Blatina Panther, thank you. So now you can attack in that form. All right, and you do very well.
Oh, nice.
You put your paw up on his chest and clamp your jaw around his neck and crush his entire neck with one powerful jaw movement. The taste of blood fills your mouth as
Tastes
he
pretty good.
as he twitches once and then dies.
My first kill.
Yay! Congrats, Shipwreck.
Yay!
The cultist in the back kind of shimmies up, slightly avoiding the thing that has his firmware colleague in its mouth. Hey, Ophala, how do you feel about having that dagger inside of you?
It depends where this dagger is going.
Wow.
Oh, it's going to straight 7 damage, my friend.
Wow.
Okay, so you start gushing blood a little bit, and the larger thing starts hulking forward.
I will attack the guy in front of me. How dare he stick me with his blade? I must now stick him back.
I mean, that seems fair. Please don't hand him your rapier, though.
I make no promises. So I just click the rapier again.
You double back and very gracefully slash the front of his chest to pieces. Blood flows over your blade and flicks a little onto the panther next to you.
Oh my.
Not that the Panther's gonna mind.
This is practically foreplay now. And I think I can still move, right?
Absolutely.
I think I'm gonna take a step back a little bit.
We have a kobold who shifts around. 15 versus your AC, Lafyr. He slings a rock up to you and hits you for 3 damage.
Okay.
Hits you in the shoulder. It kind of stings.
Alright, grimace as I grab my shoulder.
Wonderful. And it's your turn.
Okay, I peer over the edge to look at where that rock came from. I see the kobold, but then I look further down and my eyes widen in surprise as I see this dragon-like creature bearing down on the door. And the only words that slip out of my mouth is, uh-oh. And so I reach down and I try once again poison spray at this creature trying to come through the door down here.
So it hits.
Yay!
And it kind of makes a guttural coughing sound as it inhales that poison spray from your hand. It roars loudly up at you.
Uh-oh.
Alrighty.
GG.
Okay, are you gonna do any movement?
Nope, I am going to stay right up here.
Crystal.
And we're going for the bite. Once you clench, you can't go wrong.
That's what they tell me.
Oh my god.
You do hit. Go ahead and click the bite, please. So you jump towards the drake and again clamp your teeth into it, and your teeth find soft flesh between some scales, and blood is now pouring out of this coughing creature. It still is somehow standing. So it's not very happy with you though. And being that one good turn truly deserves another.
The scales don't feel too good in your mouth.
No,
A
they
little
don't.
bit too crunchy for your taste.
Yeah.
How did they taste?
It tries to bite you back, but it seems to be in its death throes and is unable to hit you. Actually, wait, no, it's within 5 feet. Never mind. It almost misses you, but it pushes forward just a little bit and does get you. My bad. I forgot a tactical thing. As your fur comes back matted and bloody. All right, so you take 5 points of damage as a panther. Ophala.
Okay, well, I'm going to move closer to Crystal. And I'm going to use another spell. I'm going to... Crystal, may I touch you?
Yeah. As long as you give me the pets.
Actually, she can't talk.
Right.
She is a
Oh, yeah,
panther.
that's right. I nod. I do a panther nod.
Okay, well, I will cast...
Yeah.
I will cast this on Crystal.
Can you kindly tell her something to make her feel heroic?
Crystal, you are a strong, independent woman. You can absolutely do this. You don't need me. You don't need Lafyr. Just do it, girl. Go.
I love it.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Alright.
And your spellcasting ability modifier is 3, correct?
I think so, yeah. Let me just
All
check.
right, fantastic. So you get 3 additional temporary hit points. So the kobold that tries to continue his barrage against the farty man from above, and he will hit once again for 6 damage. No, wait. Disadvantage. He misses. Dang it. It looks like he hits. Okay, it was like 1 on each side. It looks like he hits, but it does not, in fact. You think it's going to hit. It's very close. Those people on the ground, you think it hits. Does not hit. My B. Fear.
Yeah. All right. I see that the Drake is in some mortal trouble, and to myself, I'm kind of pondering that my poison spray hasn't been very reliable. So I am going to have a go at trying the darts once again.
Okay.
So we are going to throw the dart at the Drake. Oh.
Very well. That is a hit. So you're just going to take the first part, which is going to be 4. And your dart strikes home right between right behind a scale on its back of its neck, severing its spine.
Okay. So I'm probably gonna make, this might not be a good move, but I'm gonna charge towards the Drake to the left over here. Yeah, it's not moving. That was a ruler. Right here. And I'm gonna go in for a claw instead of a bite this time.
That's going to be a hit. You rend him, and he doubles over, bloody, with a cry. And yeah, so he's dead. Good job.
Meow. That's my response.
You don't have much time to celebrate, unfortunately, as around the corner of both sides of the keep. Oh no, wait, not that many. Oh God, oh sweet Jesus. Not trying to kill.
It looks like
all
Tailuin joined them as well.
Wait, what?
of you.
What the hell is happening?
Hi guys.
Well,
Bye
we
guys.
discovered where he went.
This is a bad time to part in. Bye.
Oops, my bad. Okay, so the ones that were assailing the keep before are now moving around to Lafyr. It's actually going to go back up to you as these guys all come around.
Okay, I yell out at the panther down below to get back inside the walls.
Okay.
And I'd also scream out to anybody who's listening to that the enemies are breaching the fort. So and then I don't even know, like, how far away are all these people? Probably like super far away. Let me see, there's a bunch of...
They're about 70 feet roughly. One
Yeah.
group is, and the other's about 40 feet away. Make a let me see. Give me a perception roll. Okay, so you feel like you have just enough time to attempt to close the gates and maybe barricade them if you don't want to fight them head on like you have been.
Okay, well, I'm not going to leave Crystal out there to die.
I mean, she would have time to get in.
She would have time to get in?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm going to make an attempt at closing the gate.
Okay. So you need to tell people to help you, like the guards. Like, use your turn.
Right, I already yelled out that they're breaching, so hopefully the guards heard me.
Okay. All right. So people start moving to close the gate. Crystal, you hear that gate start to creak as it starts closing.
Despite my cat-like instincts, I listen to Dagon and I run inside.
Okay.
The only time a cat has ever listened to me, by the way.
Alrighty. Ophala.
Can I help with the barricading to make sure we get it done?
Absolutely. Why don't you roll a perception check for me? All right. So you do manage to see some barrels and crates that you could probably use to block off that entrance too, to help out. You can move them with a strength check.
Oh, GG.
GG.
Okay, it takes some effort, but you are able, with the help of some of the other villagers that see what you're doing and rush over to help, you are able to build up some slight defense. Just in time for the door to close.
And
I'll
end it there for me.
Okay, so the one of the more armored individuals strolls up, looks around at the closed gate, sees Dagon up on the wall, levels a spear, and chucks it at you. And misses. But ready as another spear. Okay, Lafyr, it is your
Yeah.
turn.
Okay. See. Okay. I am going to move along the upper wall here,
Okay.
and probably it's about right there. And I'm gonna cast poison spray at this cultist over here.
Okay, go right ahead. You do, in fact, do that. And he starts coughing and hacking. Is still standing up. He's waving at the air, trying to get the gas away. But good job. All right, Crystal.
Okay, so if I ever leave Panther form, is there a cooldown or anything like that?
Nope. It's a bonus action, so you can continue it your turn.
Okay, so I want to choose to leave Panther form.
Okay, so you're back to your regular old self. You stand back up, shake the blood off a little bit. Okay. Okay.
Can I cure my wounds? Can I use that spell?
You can, in fact, use the Cure Wounds on yourself. Just go ahead and click that. All right, so you heal for 8, which actually puts you back at your max health. Do you want to join?
Yeah, I was just gonna say I'm gonna move right alongside.
All right, so you climb the steps, and you can end up right there. Okay. So Ophala.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my bardic inspiration on Lafyr.
Fantastic. Sing us a song, Bardman.
Let's go with something a little older. I wanna be your girl. Wait, how's it go? Fuck, I've forgotten it already.
Not very inspiring.
Boy meets girl, you are my dream, my world. But I
really
was blind. You cheated at me from behind.
Oh my goodness, what an inspiration. Okay, you now have an inspiration for the next 10 minutes, Lafyr. You can, for one time, add a 1d6 to one of your rolls before I announce the results. Okay? Ophala, are you going to be moving?
I'm not much use on the wall, so I think I'm just gonna stay here.
The tone deaf guy is the bard. Wow, that's rude. All right. So this guard shifts down a little bit. Sorry, I'm gonna say pick one of the down and spear at Ophala. Not Ophala, Crystal. It's gonna miss though. So
just dust off my shoulder like nothing even tried to hit me.
This kobold rushes the door and starts scrabbing its paws against it, or its scaly little hands, an attempt to get it open. It doesn't seem to budge. This one starts getting down closer. This cultist is barking orders at the two. This is about here. This one moves here. He tries to move a little bit out of your range. He scoots up a little bit. And it's your faving. A rock flies at you, just narrowly missing your face. Lafyr.
All right.
And with that, Lafyr, it's back up to your turn.
Okay. Did you say that I got the bardic inspiration, or who got the bardic inspiration?
You got it. You got it. Yes.
I did. Okay. Sorry, I had to step away. All right. So, I was gonna hit this guy again, but I think he's out of my range now. I am going to move up here, rush past Crystal, and I am going to cast. Oh, I don't have it in my thing here. I'm gonna cast Entangle at this group of 4 right here, right in the middle of them.
As you mutter the incantation, the very ground begins to grasp up at those 4, and it ensnares every single one of them. And yeah, they're all stuck where they are. And you have to
Fantastic.
concentrate to hold that, by the way. So that
Mhm.
means you won't be able to do other actions.
Oh, yeah, I can. I just can't do anything. I can't cast
like
another spell that
spells.
requires
Right,
concentration.
that's
Yeah.
what I meant. Or if you take damage, you'll have to make a save as well.
Right.
Just as a heads up. All right, so a good job on that, my friend. Going on to Crystal.
I move a little over here, and once again I use the ruler because I'm very smart. And I'm gonna light up the party again with some fairy fire.
Okay. Automatically succeed on all. As they're not able to move out of the way.
Beautiful.
So they are all now glowing. Good job. Ophala!
Can I like make a perception check if there's any kind of like exit that's not the front exit, like a side tunnel or something?
Absolutely. You see something like something strange behind a bunch of barrels over here, but you're not quite sure what it is from your distance.
I'll move to investigate it then.
Alrighty. Okay. So this guy is not very happy. Okay, so the more armored of them stomps down on the plants that were grabbing him and shifts over. And he is now out of that little thing, but he's still glowing. The other 3 are still trying to fight off the plants. They're not able to do anything. And these jerkwads just kind of shift up. Okay. Lafyr.
All right. Let's see here. So, you guys are still pretty far away. I feel like I'm gonna probably move back over there.
Okay.
So I'm gonna come back over here, and I'm gonna cast Poison Spray at this kobold down here.
Okay.
I do like that spell.
Darty farty.
Mm-hmm.
Now you literally are darting and farting. All right. That does in fact hit. And it chokes. It's still standing, but it looks like it's wobbling a little bit. Okay. Crystal.
Okay. Oh no, what happened to my voice?
It's okay. Puberty all affects us at different times.
I want to go in with. So sorry. I don't know what happened. I want to go in with the thunder wave.
Alrighty, go ahead and do that. Okay, and that is your 3rd spell use now, so you can no longer do the first level. Electricity expands outward from you and fries the two kobolds that were hanging out there.
Who wants some fried reptiles tonight?
Sounds delicious.
Not for Dagon.
Yeah, everything that he seems to kill,
I mean,
it turns all
Lafyr.
poisonous.
Listen, it's just like cabbage. It just smells bad.
Did I end up finding a tunnel or something here?
You can
Or
make
do I need to look?
you can make a strength check to move these barrels that are
I'll give that a try.
okay. Okay. So they're actually pretty light, and you're able to move them. And you see an old rusty door.
I open said door.
Well, you try to open it, and there's a big rusty lock on it.
Ah, shit. Okay, well, scratch that idea. Looks like I'm not getting through there, and I don't want to destroy the door.
I mean, the lock looks like it might be able to be broken open with a few hits.
Okay, I'll bash the door.
All right, go ahead and give me another strength roll, please. All right, so one good solid hit, and it unlocks that door. That lock actually falls right off. Just like in a Charlie's Angels movie. And the rusted door kind of swings open a little bit.
Can I peer outside before actually going outside?
It looks like a tunnel.
A tunnel. Ooh.
You can't quite see the end.
I shout to Lafyr and Crystal that maybe we should go through the tunnel and see where it leads, as we're kind of in a losing position here.
All right. Crystal, there is another spear coming at you. Oh, that's
What are they doing this time?
and it hits you for 8 damage. It pretty much impales you in the shoulder.
Hurts just a little bit.
Does seem like he's out of spears for the moment, though. As he shifts forward and begins kicking at the door. Lafyr, you already know what the fuck is up. And this time, the rock does hit you. Can you smell what the rock is cooking? It's pain. As a rather pointy rock hits you, dealing 6 damage. From your kobold friend, who gets a little closer and shakes his fist at you. Lafyr, it is your turn.
Where are all the guards?
They are still fending off other people, or they're.
I thought you said that these were the people that were running around the
there
fort.
are still more.
All right, so yeah, I've just moved, and I'm not gonna take any other action. I'm off the ledge here now. I'm in the courtyard of the fort.
Okay. Crystal.
I am gonna ask. Actually, I will ask Ophala, who's going to fend off the fort if we leave. Who's gonna fend off the attackers on the fort if we leave?
Look like their hands are fucking full.
Mm-hmm.
Can I respond to this now, or do I have to wait?
You have to wait. Crystal.
Okay,
What are you doing?
I think, given the situation we've been put in, I have no other choice but to go back into panther form for time.
All
But I
right.
can do it twice, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Panther lady.
Where Panther?
Okay, so you are a panther lady now. What you gonna do with all that panther up in that keep?
How close do I have to be to him without leaving to attack him?
With a melee, you're not gonna be able to do that because
yeah,
he's
so
down and
it's-
you're up. I mean, you could jump off and start tearing into them all.
I could, but I feel like I'm setting myself up for.
He's still glowing.
I'll go ahead and attack him.
Oh, you're gonna
You're
jump on
going out
down?
through the door?
Yeah.
Oh, you jumped down. Thing.
I like to go down and bite.
All right. Oh my goodness. So you go. All right. Okay. So you fall down on it, and he was so not expecting this. You put the whole weight of it into it. You knock it down. You just start biting into him, and he screams out in pain as he dies.
Nice.
Ophala, you just watched the druid lady after you said what you had said. Jump over the other side of the keep. It is now your turn.
I look to Lafyr and say, for Christ's sake, now we actually have to go and help the damn druid. I was going to suggest that we leave through this tunnel and see where it led, and leave the keep's defenses to where it is, because it seemed to be holding. But now I can't. I have to try and help, despite the fact that I cannot do anything from within the walls. Well, that's not entirely true. I need the ruler. I can't just skip on the battlement, I'm guessing. Okay, well, I'll move to over here, and like, I think that's roughly 30 meters. And
What was that?
I think that's roughly 30.
Yeah,
Feet.
that's fine.
And well, there's not much I can do right this minute, I think, because I can't see them. And wait.
Alrighty. Alright, so that guy can't do anything. Alright, Chris, so you have some friends. So what you do see is two of the cultists working together on each other's backs, like climbing up on top of each other. This one actually comes up over the ledge on the back of that one. A bowl here. This guy comes up to you, and he tries to skin your pretty little pelt. And as he rushes forward to attack you, he trips and impales himself and dies right before reaching you, which was very awkward and a complete waste of a character. Okay, goodbye. Thanks, asshole. All right. Good are you if you don't kill players? Jeez. Okay. There you go. Good job. Lafyr, it's back to you.
Okay, so I glance up and I see this cultist on the edge now inside the fort with kind of a bemused look and a little bit of a shrug. And my bones start cracking, and I yell out in pain as my form starts to shift, and I take on the form of a dire wolf.
Dagon is a furry, confirmed.
Yep.
That seems excessively painful. Have you thought about yoga for doing this?
Oh my goodness. All right.
And
so,
I rush up here to meet him, and I haven't even seen my other character sheet here. What can I do? I have bite. I'm gonna bite this motherfucker.
okay.
All right, so there we go.
All right, and you definitely hit. Go ahead and give me that damage.
All right. Ooh.
Nice.
Oh
All right.
damn.
Yeah. God, that's not bad at all. You do manage to quite maul him as you bite into him, and then he falls over backwards, dead, before he even hits the ground on the other side of the keep. That was that laugh. I don't know what that laugh was, but okay, it's actually really funny. You guys can't. Okay, I'm gonna show it to you, just for a moment, like just because I feel like you guys will appreciate it. Look directly south of the keep. For just a moment, would. That's the pile of bodies that you guys have accumulated so far.
That's
You're
quite a kill
welcome.
count.
As you were, I'm just kind of piling them up there. So
That's pretty funny.
there you go. That's for you guys. That's gonna go ahead and those back to the void there, back with Tailuin, keeper of the pooped bodies.
I can't believe he left us to join though. Jeez.
He was really not happy with us.
All right, Crystal, it's your turn.
Okay, well, since we are in panther form, also I do a nice little roar just so I can applaud Dagon for going into wolf form since I can't speak. And I rush after this guy right here and go in and claw his face.
Nice, go for it.
And I do a little cat butt wiggle at the same time.
For style points.
Turkey cat and claws.
So you are gonna hit. And you slash in pretty well. He's still restrained, but it doesn't. He doesn't seem like he's dead yet. Ophala.
All right. Well, I'm going to move up to the wall.
Okay.
And I'm going to shout to Crystal and say, "Well done, genius. How are you actually going to get back in? What if there are more reinforcements? I can't help you. The Druids can't help you. What's your plan?"
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm going to do an old favourite and summon my mage hand.
All right. So there's now a spectral mage hand giving you the finger, I believe.
I mean, I never said the finger, but yeah, let's assume that the finger.
All right. Cultist takes a step back and looks up, just in time for the kobold to step behind him, stripping him up a little bit, stopping him where he's at. But the kobold looses a rock at the shouty horn.
As a shouty what? You broke up.
Horned person.
Gotcha.
What's your AC, Ophala?
I think I said 13. Just let me double check.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, so he does hit you, and he deals 4 damage. He hits you right in your mouth too, like as you like, yeah.
As you're shouting.
Deals 4 damage to you. kind of cuts off your speech there.
Good thing I've got a big mouth.
Lafyr.
I'm as a wolf, as a dire wolf. I'm looking at Ophala. I kind of cock my head to the side, with like what almost might be interpreted as like a big grin, if a dire wolf could grin. And then I take after Crystal's lead, and I decide with my big ass direwolf self that I'm going to leap over the edge here, right next to this cultist, and go for his fucking throat. So I'm going to bite him.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you are going to hit. And you're gonna kill him.
Nice.
Good job. The nether. You almost got sent to the nether realm.
The nether realm.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
the shadow realm. Alrighty, Crystal.
Here I go back at it with a bite, hoping this one's for the kill.
It's gonna hit. And it does in fact kill him as you tear out his. Apparently, you guys just really like the throat. Tear out his throat. Sure, why not?
Due to all the guys.
Effective if it works.
It's a good place to bleed out from and die.
God, that sounded
then
dark
I,
as fuck.
And then I
And the pile of bodies grows.
and then I stroll on over to the rest of the crew with a cat-like strut. My tail's
Tra-la-la-la.
excited. Did you guys hear me?
Yep, we heard you.
Alrighty. Ophala.
Okay, I have a question just like outside of OOC, right?
Oh, did I?
Um,
Hang on. That you guys aren't supposed to see that. I don't know how I.
Wait, what?
Where did that? Hang on. Give me a
Oh,
second.
the 1d6 kobolds? Yeah, that's been there for a while.
Yeah, I didn't notice that it was on your guys'. Hang on. Okay.
There we go. I just figured you
Okay.
knew it was there. I saw it last session too.
Really? Oh, I
Yep.
must have accidentally put it there.
okay, so I have a question very quickly, like kind of out of character kind of thing.
Okay.
If I jump off the wall, will I get hurt since I do not have the dexterity?
I'm imagining this bard just going wee and like breaking his
All right.
neck.
All right, because you're not jumping on someone, I gave them basically padded falls because they jumped onto someone. I mean, you could probably jump onto Lafyr and be fine.
I was thinking that was my next question.
You're gonna ride the dire wolf into battle.
But you might
He's
hurt him.
literally gonna ride bacon.
But if you were to jump down, you'd have to make an acrobatic.
Okay, I'm gonna leap down, but I'm gonna aim to land on Lafyr.
Okay.
Wow. Well, I did like you, but
So what do I roll?
Acrobatic. All right, and you very gracefully land on top of him, like you're some kind of show pony. Like you're really used to riding dogs. So good job.
that's amazing. I love it.
Dagan, you're a little shocked. Okay. All right.
And
Am I though? Actually, I don't think my character is shocked in the least bit, to be perfectly honest. I don't think he's surprised that this happened, but he's not shocked.
Very well.
So can I also attack this turn?
Yeah.
Well, I'll attack the kobold then.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. No. So you did miss. Fortunately, I think you were just as shocked that you didn't get hurt as everybody else. And the kobold just kind of like throws a
Is he
rock at
attacking
your face.
Is he attacking from on top of me still? Like he's actually riding
Yeah.
me in battle?
Yeah.
That's amazing. I love it.
All right. So it's hit you in the face with a rock, but you both get an attack of opportunity on him as he does this. So that's just a regular attack, so like a bite, a claw, or a rapier
Okay.
blow.
Yeah.
So do we both get one?
Yep.
So I just need to click the rapier again.
Yep. Go ahead. All right, and the damage. Wonderful. All right, so as it rears back to throw the rock, you both leap forward at the same time. Dagon's jaws clamp around its midsection, holding it in place just long enough rapier to slide through its chest.
Fantastic. All right. Well, seeing as how
Guys.
right now Ophala is the only one that can talk.
Meow.
I look
Woof.
down at Lafyr and say, "Wow, you've got a very bony spine. This hurts like a bitch."
I growl back at him.
I
purr.
smack him on the nose.
I bare my teeth at him.
Oh,
And
okay.
I kind of shake my back a little bit, like almost like I'm trying to get him off of my back.
I say maybe we should go look and see if we can find anything else in the town. All right, onwards, noble steed.
I buck him off of me.
All right, make a strength check, both of you.
Right.
Oh yeah, he bucks you off. You're on your back on the ground now. Seems like a very comfortable position for you.
This is why you can't just a
Damn.
dirty farty druid.
I kind of I'm still in wolf form. I'm not changing out yet.
Okay, what's the
So-
plan, guys? It doesn't seem like there's any more reinforcements. And the guards kind of let out a cheer from inside the keep, as it seems the others, or the people that they were dealing with, have now dispersed.
Can we shout to ask them to let us back in, please?
They look kind of hesitant to open it back up again. Like, there's a bunch of barrel away. I mean, can
I make like a persuasion check on that?
I mean, they're gonna do it.
Ah, okay then.
They're just like, why did
Put your backs into it, you lazy bastards. We just saved you.
So they go down, and they it takes them a little bit of time, but they're able to open everything back up and let you all in it again.
And I just leisurely saunter my way in, looking like a very proud wolf.
It takes them about 30 minutes to get everything back to where it should have been.
Okay, so I probably only have like maybe 20 minutes as a wolf, or I'm forced to change
You have about
that.
another 30 minutes.
30 minutes, okay.
Forget each round's only 6 seconds.
Oh, it's true, yeah.
Well, I need to be right back, IRL, so I'll be back in a second.
Okay. Well,
Oh, okay.
So
Go ahead.
once I leave Panther, that's like it for the day, right?
Right, until you rest again, yes.
Okay.
Is that a short rest or a long rest?
I'm pretty sure it's a long rest because for a day.
It would make sense
Okay.
for a long rest.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Thinking your body going through the change.
Right.
So
I'm
now you can
walking in. I'm back to human form. I can talk again.
And I'm just kind of staying at Crystal's side as a wolf still, just kind of chilling.
Can I pet Dagon and poop his nose?
Right now you're not internal, so you guys can do whatever you want.
I boop Dagon's nose.
As I go kind of like just like a short aggravated exhale, but nothing as severe as the sass I was giving Ophala.
Oh my goodness.
The thing Ophala is a girl, because that fall would have hurt if she was a boy.
What are you saying now?
Oh goodness. Oh man. Yeah. Okay. Righto. So what are you doing?
Oh, apparently we do regain expended uses after a short rest.
Oh, after a
It
short
says
rest?
short or long
Oh.
rest. Yep.
Are we taking a short rest?
Well, it would require at least an hour. I think it might be prudent if there's no reinforcements attacking the fort. We are kind of beat up after all.
Yeah. If we're gonna do a short rest, I've got something I can do as well.
Oh.
Okay. Well, Ophala needs some privacy, apparently.
It was riding of the wolf. It just got me a little too.
Oh my!
Oh my goodness.
Is that what the wet spot was on my fur?
What? I mean, you have a lot of fur, so to have felt that, it would have had to been a lot.
You're
Alright.
still a wolf. You can't talk.
I know. I was sorry. That was out of character.
Bad Dagon. Boop.
Yep. That was out of character.
Let me smack him on the nose. Bad Dagon.
Okay. If we are taking a short rest, I'm gonna transform back to human.
Okay.
Or
Does
half
anyone
elf,
want to heal
rather.
up? Or you take the rest? Got some.
Yeah, I would like to expend one of my hit dice to heal. What's wrong, Ginger? You look like you're at a loss for words.
No, I'm just doing things. Just attempting to ruin your lives. That's all.
You plotting how you're gonna get a total party kill.
Trust me, it would not be that hard with you guys.
Wow.
All right. So since I'm back in human form, I can talk again. So I'm gonna do a bit of RP here.
Absolutely.
So Ophala, can you fill me in on your meeting with the governor when I was looking for Linon?
Well, he told us about a secret tunnel that we could. Well, was it tunnel? It was either a tunnel or a passage that we could use to maybe try get out of the keep.
Gee, I wonder if that has anything to do with the tunnel that you found.
I mean, it could be. I don't know. He was completely useless in giving us any supplies. He felt our needs were not as good as the people in the keep, despite us risking our necks. And
Sounds like a typical politician to me. You know, we need to get information about this attack and what's really behind it. Maybe in our next our next run-in with the enemy, we can try to leave one alive. But yeah. So all right, fair enough. I think then perhaps our next course of action should be to try to leave the fort. We can see where the tunnel goes. Maybe there's a hidden exit out of the fort. It might also be prudent to seal that behind us too, so that the enemy can't use it and attack this place while we're gone.
I think maybe now that we've like saved the keep for a second, for like another time, we helped them at the gates and such. We should maybe actually demand some supplies. Like, not to be evil, but we have just like risked our life, and we don't know what's down that tunnel.
That's a good point.
I mean, for
That's
all
a
we
good point. I
for-
think, but before we head out, I'm and Lafyr starts looking around the courtyard and kind of glances back through the portcullis. There's a lot of bodies, and I see a lot of opportunity for loots. Why don't we split up and see what all these kobolds and cultists were carrying?
Alrighty, that's fantastic. First and foremost, we have reached the end of our session today. So congratulations on surviving a lot better than you survived last time.
Yeah, last time that we were in dire straits. I felt this time we had the situation more under control. Like, it was still challenging, but we weren't on the verge of death the entire time.
Right. So each of you gain 150 experience.
Right.
So that should put you at 450.
Mm-hmm.
You guys happen to find 47 gold amongst all of those bodies.
Where do I update that?
Well, we have to divvy it up between us.
Right.
No, I mean the experience.
Oh, it's at the top of your character sheet, underneath your background at the top.
Right.
Next to your alignment.
So I put it on 150.
So you find an assortment of scimitars. You find about we'll say six scimitars that look in decent enough condition to use again, and some leather armor that's pretty mundane. You find 4 of those that are salvageable.
And that's it.
That's it. That's our session for today, guys.
Okay.
How'd you guys like it?
I really liked it. I honestly had a lot more. Like, I had fun last time. I did, but I had a lot more fun this time just because, like, I don't know. Like, I honestly thought that I was gonna have to fucking re-roll a character last session because that's how badly it was going. But no, this time it was interesting. Like, we worked really well as a team, I feel like, and I loved when Crystal just, like, leapt off of the edge at the guy, and just, like, tore his fucking face off, right? And then, like, Lafyr was like, that's not a bad idea. And then shifts into a dire wolf and does the same thing to that poor other cultist. And I thought it was interesting how, like, Ophala was, like, trying to make himself useful because he's mostly melee, right? And he was out of songs, and so he was, like, looking around like, maybe I can go look at this,
Oh no, I still had some magic I could use. I mean, legitimately, like, when I was looking for, like, that tunnel, I was looking for, like, a way to get out so that maybe we could go around and flank them. That was the original idea.
Yeah, that might have worked, but it might have also dumped us out really far away.
Well, it was a tunnel as well. It wasn't. I was hoping like a side gate kind of thing.
Sure,
like,
yeah.
All right, but you guys did really well. May, what was your favorite part? We know that Dagon's favorite was being mounted. So
was it good for you, Dagon? Because it was good for me.
Honestly, that was hilarious. That was amazing. Like, I'm just trying to put myself into the kobold and cultists' shoes whenever you did that. Like, the sheer terror they must have seen, this giant direwolf leaping down, killing their friend, and then this crazy bard hopping on top of the wolf with the sword, just like
red-skinned, horned female.
Oh my god, that must have been a sight to behold. It was pretty great.
All right. And Shipwreck, Daddy Ship. What was your favorite part?
Booping Dagon and eating people apart.
I liked those things too. All right, guys. Thanks so much for letting me DM for you again.
Yeah, thank you, Ginger, for taking the time out to do it. I really appreciate it.
Of course, it's just as fun for me.
Thank you for being patient with me.
Oh yeah, and you're getting all 3 of you are getting much better. with dealing with things. I know that was a large fight. All at once. What does kobold taste like? The tears of your enemies.
Chicken.
Kind of irony too with that whole like the blood thing. But yeah, no. Next time, even more stuff is gonna happen. It's exciting.
All right, guys. Thank you all so much for joining me for this session. I really appreciate it. I'm excited about next week. I can't wait to see what happens. I want to see where this tunnel leads. I'm excited about that. And we have stuff we know we got to do. We need to check out the temple. We need to try to take a prisoner. I'm excited. We have so much going on next week. I'm really excited.
Oh, he
about
didn't.
it.
Make sure you remember to tell him about the mill as well. That was important.
Right. Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah. So all right, we're gonna divvy up the loot after a stream. So we'll handle that in Discord, I guess. So yeah, no worries, Looples. No worries. Thank you for showing up now. I appreciate you being here. All right, guys. I'm going to take a short break. Well, short-ish break. I gotta walk the doggies. We're playing Witcher 3 all night long. So stick around. The stream's going to be going for probably another 4.5 hours. So we got a lot of stream left. I'm going to be playing clips in the meantime. And for now, we are going to say goodbye to Ginger and May and Shipwreck. And oh wow, they really went goodbye. All right. they messed up my my thing here. All right. Anyway, thank you again, guys. And I'm gonna put on the clips, and I will be back shortly. Bye bye.